Hey guys, this is Courtney with Nurse Court Budgets. Welcome to my channel. So today is a Wealthy Wednesday. I've got to remember that that's the new name of this weekly Wednesday video. And we are going to be adding up my change here for the week and then going through my expenses. And then we'll be jumping into the box challenge that we've been working on for the month of April. So we got Mr. Piggy here and he's got 2025, 2000, I wish, $20.25. I think I got 2025 and 2025 in my brain, so I wish it was $2,000. That would be fabulous. But today we are going to add in, we got $1.50, 61, 62, 63. So $1.63 that we are going to add in for this week. And I just went to Walmart, so that's probably why I've got a little bit extra on my change, because I spent my grocery money. So $21.88 is what I have got. That should be our total here. So let's see when we feed Mr. Piggy what we got. All right, there we go, $21.88. We agree, yay. Okay, so we have got our update for our change for the week. And some weeks I'm having not very much, some I have a little bit more, as you can tell. So it may be possibly switching to doing this monthly. I was doing it weekly and kind of had it set up for like a 52-week money savings challenge, but I'm not sure. I may end up just doing it monthly, and we'll see. I don't know. I haven't determined yet what I'm going to do on this. It kind of depends on, I mean, if I keep having a little bit of change each week, I'll probably keep doing it. Some weeks I definitely have a little bit, you know, sometimes it's just a few cents, but most of the time, I think the smallest amount's been like 82 cents. So I'll probably, if I remember to grab it out of my wallet, I'll probably still continue to do it. So, all right. So my expense tracking, this is what I may end up kind of moving away from in these videos, because I will probably still do it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep making my stickers, because it's just taking time that right now I just don't have. I know it doesn't take that much time, but it does a little bit, because I have to go in there and make the stickers in Canva, and then I have to pull them over into Cricut, and then I end up having to like do it more than one time to get my Cricut to cut them right. I don't know why, but anyway, so it's kind of a big process, and it takes some time to do that. And I just, right now, I don't know that I have the extra time to put into making my stickers for my notebook, so, or my planner. So I'm not sure if I'll continue making the stickers going forward. I'll probably just end up writing in a Sharpie expense tracker and we're going to just go plain Jane. So, I mean, I enjoy it because it's cute and I like all that part, but I'm just not having the time to spend a lot of extra time in Canva right now, because I've going to be having my shop going and for physical challenges, and I'm afraid that might end up taking, at times, it may take a little more time than I was anticipating. So anyways, all right, enough chit chat. Let's jump into it. So this week I had my lawn care. So what I end up doing is I've been saving cash for my cash envelopes and my sinking funds for that. Let me zoom you guys in. There we go. I always forget to do that. But this ends up being a bill because it comes out of my checking account, because I end up paying him through Cash App. And so I think what I may do is stop stuffing that right now and then just leaving that, because I'm going to need that $60, to be starting to pay him, because it's $70 a time. And right now he's probably going to be coming weekly. So it's going to be more of an expense, and I'm not going to be able to stuff the cash envelope right now. So when I may go back to stuffing it will probably be when it's not mowing season, if that makes sense. And then, so I had that come out from my house expense. I did have another Etsy purchase. One of the things that I am hoping to start up is a travel binder. So I haven't been saving anything for travel, but I really really want to go on an Alaskan cruise. Like I don't know if I've mentioned this in other videos. I think I've mentioned it somewhere. Maybe it was in chat, in a live or something like that, possibly. But I have been to all of the 49 states except for Alaska, and it's the 50th state, and it's on my bucket list. It's something I want to do really, really badly. And so what I'd like to do is go on an Alaskan cruise. So that would mean flying up to Washington and then taking out from Washington onto the cruise on up to Alaska. And so it's on my bucket list. I know it's going to be a lot of money to do it because I'm going to have airfare to Washington, plus the cruise, and just, you know, a lot of stuff. So I know it's going to be a big expense, and I need to start saving for that. So I've been thinking about creating a travel binder, all that to say. I'm not sure how I'm going to figure out a way to incorporate it, to be determined. But all that to say is I bought a few travel challenges. One of them was a digital download. Did I print it off? Yeah, I may have printed it already. Let me see. Did I? I can't remember. Yes, I did. I actually did print it. Oh, sorry, you guys are jumping all around. So I actually printed this off, but this was from April's Fresh Start. Her Let's Go on a Cruise. And I see that she saves for this right now. It's a $5,000 savings like tracker. So what I thought I would maybe do is like use this as like my big overall tracker, and then start saving for saving challenges. And then as I have them, mark them off. So I know this is going to be like a long time coming. But I wanted to go ahead and get this to kind of get my mind thinking about it. So anyway, I do have that I made a purchase on Etsy for. Plus, like I said, I believe I bought some physical challenges too, and I can't remember who I bought those from. I'm such a, my memory right now. I've got so much going on. I just can't remember who I bought them from. That's terrible. I've looked at so many different shops, and I don't even remember which one I actually purchased from. So I do apologize. But when I get my Happy Mail in, I will definitely make recognition to whoever shop it was that I bought from. I can't believe I don't remember. But anyway, but obviously I did make the digital download from April's Fresh Start. That was some of it. And then I also purchased some physical challenges. So, so that was my Etsy purchase. You know, Etsy and me, we are BFFs. Then I had a gas expense for my car come out of $28.62. And then I also went to Sonic this week. I was one day at work. I just needed, like, I don't always have a full hour for a lunch break, but on Tuesdays I actually do right now. And it was a nice day, and I needed out of the office, and I needed sunshine. So I went to Sonic, and I got me a little bit of lunch and got me a big old Sonic drink. If you all don't have Sonic around you, I'm so sorry. I love their drinks. Sonic has the best drinks. You can add like all the flavors in them and all the stuff. They have sugar-free options on stuff, and they come in a styrofoam cup, and they have the best ice. So if y'all don't have a Sonic, I'm sorry. If you do, you know what I'm talking about. But I had to have a Sonic drink, and then I had a little lunch. So I ended up having the $10 come out there. And then I also made another purchase of some seeds from Baker Creek Seeds. And so this is a garden expense, and I had $37.36 come out. So my total spending for this week was $157.48. So not a lot of expenses. The only thing I should have had was like the lawn care and the gas expense. So it should have been like closer to $98.62, but it was not. It was a little more than that. So I definitely need to be a little more careful, but I didn't feel like I had excessive amount of spending on miscellaneous items. And the garden, like this time of year, I have a little bit more garden expenses just because there's a few new seeds that I wanted to purchase, and just I just needed a few things. So I don't always have garden purchases. It's just kind of this time of year. So this is probably will be close to one of my last garden purchases, I think, because I'm pretty much set and ready to go. So anyway, that's my expenses for the week. And then we will get this closed up. We'll zoom you back out There we go. And then we will jump into my box challenge. So as you know, I've been doing the, for the month of April, I've been doing the Extraordinary Easter Savings Box. And this is by Aisha M. Budgets and Christine's Creations over on Ko-fi. Aisha M. Budgets is also on YouTube, and I am unsure about Christine's Creations. I haven't found her under that name. So if somebody knows, if she's got a YouTube and what her YouTube is, let me know, because I would like to go and sub, because I am subscribed to Aisha, but I don't believe I am Christine because I couldn't find her stuff. So let me know if she's got a YouTube, and I'll go show some support. So, but this I can't talk. This little Easter box is super cute, and so I'm doing it for at least the month of April, and then we'll kind of see how close I am to being finished, because I may end up doing it kind of in May too, because I was hoping that I could actually finish it. So we'll see what happens. So let me get my cards out. We'll get them set up there. Okay. And then my money, I always play with $25 in the box challenges. So I've got a couple 5s and then 15 ones. So let's go to Rabbit Race to the Top. That is somewhere in the back. Oh, and I've got an IOU of $1. Well, let's take care of that first and foremost. Forgot that I had that $1. Good thing that I looked at that. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, Rabbit Race to the Top is right here. Okay, and I don't have my dice out. Of course not. So let's roll a die. And we got a 6, and I only have 1 through 4, so we'll have to roll again. And that's a 1. And I'm putting in $1 per roll. I guess I need to put that back in there. There we go. And then we'll mark off a 1. Okay. And I think we'll just do that just for now. Okay. And then we'll set that one aside, and I think we'll shuffle it back in. And then we have Never Have I Ever. So let's go up here. Okay, so we have answered the Never Have I Ever Found an Old Easter Egg. And I believe that I said I have. Yes, I did say that. And then Never Have I Ever Painted a Chocolate Bunny was an I have not. So let's see. The next one is Never Have I Ever Dyed an Easter Egg. I can officially say that I have now. So we're going to put $2 in there. I actually don't think I ever had as a child, but in the last, I don't know, 10 plus years or so as an adult, I ended up dyeing Easter eggs. So when I was growing up, I was the caboose. I was the 5th child down the line. And so my mom, what she always did for my Easter eggs, she made me Easter eggs, but we would get the little wraps. I don't know if you guys remember those. Maybe they still do them. So she would get the eggs, and then she would, instead of dyeing them, we would just put the wraps around them and then put them in the hot water, and we did it that way. And that's how we decorated. I guess it was less mess for her. And so that's what we did for my time growing up. And then as an adult, I have dyed Easter eggs officially. I finally have, but it took me a very long time to get to do that. All right, so let's go to the egg hunt and go find that one. And it is right up here. And I made the eggs $1, so we will add in $1 there. And then let's see, we are going to, I think we'll cross out that one there, which is on that list, and then that one will go back into the pile. And I guess I should mark these off here, so just make it a little bit easier. I don't think I've been doing that on the others, so oops. All right, and then this or that. So So let's go to this or that. So right up here. So our thises are $1 and our that's are $2. So a painted egg or a dyed egg. I don't think I have ever done a painted egg, so I'm going to have to go with the dyed egg because I at least have done that before. So we're going to have to go $2 for the dyed egg. And then we got a roll and save with the jelly beans. So let's go find them. And they are right here. So let's roll the die. And we got a 4. So let's see if we can take $1 out. We can, and then add in 5. Perfect. And then that one is done. And then our next one is a search and save. It's a bunny with an Easter egg. And this one is right here. And this one is $3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we can move that one to the completeds. Then we have the egg hunt again. There are several on the egg hunt. And this one here we have done, I'm going to mark these off now because I've done the purple one. And then the rainbow one is next. Well, actually that one's next. But we'll mark off the rainbow one because it's the next one on the card. And we will add in $1 for that one. So that one will get to go back in the shuffle. And then we got, shut the mini box. Okay. I don't like shut the box. I don't like shut the mini box any better because shut the mini box gave me an IOU last time. So, okay, here we go, folks. So we got a 4. Come on, 5. And a 3. And a 3. So we get a 2 and a 1. Come on, 5. Can I shut the mini box? And a 5. Looky there. I shut the mini box. What do I do now? I've never shut the box, but I feel like I need to save something for shutting the box. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put $5 in for shutting the box. I think we'll just do that. Okay, so $5 for shut the box. And we'll put that 5 in. Okay, we're just making a decision. I don't know. I've never shut the box before. So I guess technically I could have saved none, but I feel like that defeats the purpose of savings. So, all right. And then next we have this little guy, the search and save. Isn't the little sloth cute? And I kind of wanted to keep going, so that's why we just put 5 in there. And let's find the sloth. Where is the sloth? Oh, he's on the bunny. Who's your bunny? I remember that now. Who's your bunny? There we go. And Mr. Sloth is $4. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and we got $1. You guys. I'm going to have an IOU again because if I do another one, it's not going to be $1. So we're going to have an IOU. But here we go. Oh, I got lucky because that's the egg hunt, which is $1. I can't believe that I got lucky. Yay me. Is that the egg hunt? Yes, it is. Okay, and we have marked off the purple one. And then the blue one is next. So looky there. I actually don't have an IOU. Yay. I am super duper excited. I knew I was going to have an IOU on that one. And I did not. So I'm going to stick that right up there because I'm afraid we might have one later. So let's go through and see how close we're getting to finish. So we've got 2 more in this one. And I don't think I'm going to add up the money this week. I'm just going to go in and add it to it. Oh, But let me put this one in. I was just kind of curious to see where we're sitting. And then on the Easter sweets, we've got 2 more in this one. And then our egg hunt, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, quite a few left on that one. I know where to come for ones. Then we didn't save any in the Easter traditions this week, but we've got 2 left. And then on Who's Your Bunny, we've got just 1 left. Okay, we're getting really close on that one. And then we didn't do any on the color and saves this week. We've got 2 left. And then we still have got quite a few rolls left on this one. And then our Shut the Box, we've got 2 more times. And then we still have quite a few on the roll and saves. And then quite a few left on our Never Have I Evers. And This or That's. And that is all. Okay. So these are my completeds, and we'll put them back here. And then these here, we get to shuffle in to the deck. So friends, I'm just losing my cards. They're super tiny, and so I'm having trouble. I'm having troubles. Okay. All right, then let's put our cards in here, and then that way we will be all ready for next time. Okay, so we're getting closer. So I really kind of want to finish the box, so I think I'll keep playing it. I know I'm hopefully going to be finishing this one not too long into the month of April. Into the month of May. Let me see here. Do we have another Wednesday in the month of April? I gotta look. We do. We have one more Wednesday. So I don't think we'll finish it in the month of April, but we do have one more Wednesday in April. So we're going to get closer. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this Wealthy Wednesday, and I will see you very soon. Well, tomorrow, actually, in our long-term savings for our Thrifty Thursday. Have a great day. Bye, guys.